we are here at the Chris King Open House where they have gathered 18 of the best frame builders from across the country, and it is a total bike nerd fest. So we're gonna go in, check out some really cool bikes and share them with you guys. So let's head inside. So we're here with Dave from Sage. What are you showing today?
I've got a new bike. It's a monster gravel bike called the Storm King. It's really designed around 700 by 50 millimeter tires, dropper post. As gravel's exploding, the concept of what a gravel bike could do 2 to 3 years ago, where a 40 millimeter tire was maximum size that you needed, is kind of getting blown out of the water as promoters are starting to put in bigger rock sections and just gnarlier stuff. So the Storm King came about based on racers that I sponsor and their feedback of wanting bigger tires, a little bit more upright body position, and just being able to have a little bit more versatility.
Did you have to do anything weird or funky around the bottom bracket to make that clearance?
Yeah, we actually bent the seat tube. Okay. So there's a very subtle curve to it, but we're actually running on this bike with these 700 by 50s. These are 425 chainstays.
Oh, dang, that's short.
Yeah, really, really short. And you can still run, there's still clearance for a compact crankset.
I made this 29er that is inspired by early 1990s ATVs, from the playfulness and the simplicity of riding bikes at the time, but obviously kitted out with all the like super top end modern components and the highest end steel possible. So it's quite nice to like have a nod to what like made bikes the way they are today, and then take a modern spin onto it.
So did you look up old geometries and use that, or is it kind of a modern twist on it?
It is a modern twist on it, but it's really geared towards like traditional XC racing, so it's not so much a like long and low trail bikes like the trend goes at the moment. It's much more like lots of saddle to bar drop, really steep head angle. The rider who the bike is for will be racing it, and yeah, that's the kind of riding he likes to do.
I'm calling this bike a basket bike.
Basket bike.
Basket bike. And it's kind of a touring, all-around touring bike, like a light off-road, but like a lot of gravel, harsher gravel road touring bike. Yeah, it's titanium frame, steel fork. It fits a 3-inch tire. It's got a rigid fork, but you could put a 100 mil suspension fork on it for sort of more off-road touring stuff. Titanium seat post for comfort. Nice sweepy handlebar. Yeah.
I love the color. What do you call the color?
Officially it's called Coyote. Someone described it as like baby barf green.
We brought a G-Road, which I feel like most of your viewers would probably be aware of at some point. Yeah, this was a bike that we built for Grinduro a couple weeks ago, and I actually got the opportunity to ride it down there. Pretty typical for our other G-Road build, so it has an Eigelhart fork, big knobby tires, Envy wheels or Envy rims laced up to the new Chris King purple hubs. First time I rode it, I wasn't quite sure if it was trying to be a cyclocross bike or if it was supposed to be a mountain bike. But then the Grinduro, like that format, that style of riding, it just checked off all the boxes beautifully. I've been to the mountain. I've seen the light. It's like this style of bike was super fun to ride.
This bike is made in France at our workshop. It's made of stainless steel and steel, and it's a gravel bike with special bags fixed into it, so you can also take it to a big road trip.
How does the geometry work? Is it long like a touring bike, or is it a little bit shorter like a more performance-oriented bike?
It's a mix of it. Basically, the position is quite upright, so you can go into the trail pretty easily. And we also had the RockShox Reverb AXS seat pod, so you can put the saddle down. More like trail and touring oriented.
So this bike was built for the Silk Road Mountain Race, which took place, the inaugural one was last year, then they did it again this year. It's really like a rugged kind of all-road. It's kind of a cross between like an all-road and a mountain bike, like just a drop bar, rugged terrain. You could put a flat bar on it too, but it's just like a burly all-road gravel bike.
So for the geometry nerds out there, like how long is the chainstay? Like what's the trail number and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so chainstays on this 425, and then this has a 72-degree head tube, 73 seat tube. Pretty conservative, want it stable but nice handling too. Don't want it too sluggish up front. Want it to be a fun bike to ride. Pairs up nicely with the Envy G Series fork. It's a 50 rake, so that helps keep things like nice quick handling, responsive, just looking for a really well-balanced bike.
Yeah, the one I did this year is what we're calling probably an all-road bike, maybe a gravel bike, something that'll take a tire up to about a 40C. This one is a titanium bike with SRAM on it, and obviously a really flashy paint job to make it stand out here at the show and kind of show off the new Violet stuff from Chris King as well. This one's got chainstays at 430. My feeling is that the chainstays are probably a little longer than some people would go.
Yeah.
To me, it's really important to have room to get a fender in there and big tires, and then also, just give the bike a little more of a comfortable ride. I think that a gravel or an all-road bike, having it a little more comfortable makes sense to me.
We brought a Refugio last year. It fit up to 45C tires. The new one now fit up to 50C. So we're pushing the limits. We decided to bring it with a road setup this time around, just to show the versatility that you can also ride a gravel bike with road tires on it. Basically, this could be a bike where you could just drop this wheel set out, you could throw a gravel wheel set in, and you'd be ready to roll. The Refugio is kind of, for us, has evolved over time, almost being more of like fitting like around a 40C tire, but kind of riding more like a road bike. Yeah. And we've slowly kind of broadened that out and slacked it out, trying to keep the chainstays kind of in that comfy range. So this one specifically is, usually we try to do it around 430 is the chainstay length. We can go kind of as short as 428, depending on what chainring combo you're running. But we kind of like to keep it in that 430 range, and we can kind of still accommodate that 50C tire and a single ring up to like a 46.
Yeah, this is our GR2 bike, which is our gravel ready bike. We're definitely this one is geared a lot more towards the gravel race scene. Okay. So pretty aggressive and pretty specific for lightweight. We don't have rack mounts and all that kind of stuff all over the place. So, but 35 mil compatible. Max tire width. We start with what you want out of your bike. We start with how you ride, how your power numbers, your fit. We don't start laying up an ounce of carbon fiber until we finish that process, and then we build the bike to your specification.
That's it for this video. We hope you enjoyed nerding out with us. If you guys want to see more Chris King open house content, be sure to check out the playlist somewhere around here. And as always, keep the supple side down.